Hello everyone, MrRadiss here, and today we're going to be looking at the combat and Ask Us Anything on the official Elder Scrolls Online website. And it's going to have a lot of interesting information about the combat, which is quite strange and versatile for an MMO. So let's just start off. Would you please explain the soft locking system in detail? For example, how does it interact with dodge? Does it apply to melee attacks or just ranged? During missile travel time, is it possible for another target to intervene between you and your existing soft lock target to take the attack? And the response is you must be facing your target to hit it. The soft lock targeting is a bit weird. I'm not really sure I understand it. I'm probably not going to go into depth for that question. So we're going to keep going. I know left click will be the main attack's ability, but will there be counter attack abilities you can put on the hotbar that can be used after a successful block with your shield or weapon? And there certainly are attacks which work better when capitalizing on certain opponent states, for example, exploiting your opponent's vulnerability after an interrupt. So it's going to be a bit more versatile. It's just not going to be a rotation. It's going to use left click. It's going to use clicking for attacks, which is something I haven't seen in MMOs since probably DC Universe Online, so it's pretty interesting. How important will the Holy Trinity be in PvE and game/raids? Now, for those that don't know, the Holy Trinity is DPS, which does damage, and this is in PvE. DPS does damage, healers heal up the tank in DPS, and the tank just absorbs the damage, and it's the main focus of the monster you're trying to kill. And it's very interesting because in Elder Scrolls Online it appears that there is not really a Holy Trinity, because in this thing from an internal tester it says, for the sake of the dungeon we really could have used a true tank. So a true tank is a pure tank, but apparently you can use different combinations, you can make it a bit more interesting. And I think that's really, really good for the MMO scene and for this game. In the introduction video, you said that you can start PvP at an early level. Will you be able to level up through PvP? It says yes, you can start PvPing in Cyrodiil at level 10. So there you go. With so many people fighting in the world alone or with groups, what will be done to stop people stealing kills and XP? So there is really no reason to steal kills, because XP is granted to both the people killing, and there's a looting system that means both parties benefit from the kill. It's more about the soft targeting system. I want to know how the different armor types will be balanced. Why shouldn't just anyone wear heavy armor? What advantages, with advantages, or maybe I think it's supposed to be what advantages will a warrior have wearing light armor? And the response is quite interesting. Each armor type has a full progression line associated with it. If you advance down the light armor progression line, you are likely to get bonuses to spells, magic regeneration, and the like. Medium armor skill lines give you more bonuses to stamina activities such as dodge, sneak, etc. Heavy armor skill lines give bonuses to received healing, bracing, etc. And of course, armor can have magical properties beyond this, and you may wish to mix and match as you see fit. And I think that's quite nice. There isn't anyone can wear any kind of armor, but it's generally recommended based on what class you are that you go with this armor type. But you can mix and match, as they said. You can pick you can go for leather, or not leather, medium and heavy, and you can have that kind of combination. You go like light and heavy. It's unique. You can do what you like. Will everyone be able to use active dodging via WASD movement, or will that be an ability-linked skill? So it's pretty much unique. It's linked to movement, and it's not an ability to slot in, but you need enough stamina, so it's a bit weird. You need to play the game, I guess, before you understand. So I've always been like a high-tier competitive player, so the intricacies of the player versus player combat interaction is what interests me the most. From the perspective of one player fighting another, where would you say the skill cap evidences itself? So where is it visible what kind of skill you have? So it's a big difference between a new player to a game and someone who's been PvPing for years. So where does that show? It says here, what abilities, this is in how you've built your character. What abilities you have on your shortcut bar, what consumables you like, health potions, magicka potions, how you allocated your health, magicka, and stamina points, what armor and weapons you're using, and where you place your skill points. And that's for outside of combat. In combat, you've got using your spells at the right time, so a priority system or a rotation, dodging or blocking at the right moment, so you make your opponent waste his magicka, coordinating your healing and crowd control with your teammates, fighting near cover, recognizing where you need to swap to your alternate weapon, using area denial spells to defend choke points and break up formations, and more. I think it's really interesting, the cover, that you can actually use cover in an MMO is really, really fascinating for me, because I've never really explored that. Like in a first-person shooter, you use cover to defend from bullets and stuff. But in an MMO, it's a bit of a strange concept, so I'm very interested in that. And it says here, a small coordinated group can definitely take down a larger group with the right tactics, character builds, and execution, which is a good demonstration of skill. How will the bow and arrow system work? So this is something that really interests me, because I'm an archer, so, it's something interesting. Will it just be auto-aim and auto-shoot kind of thing, or what? Like any of our combat, you must aim at your target to hit them, so it means it's skillful. It's not locking up to a target, you just select a target and you press a button and it shoots. No, you have to aim. Lag might be a factor that needs to be taken in consideration there. I'm not sure how they're gonna factor that in, but still, very interesting stuff. You've stated that any class can use any weapon, but will different weapons have different abilities. For example, I plan to be a healing Templar character. Will I have the same healing abilities with a greatsword than as with the staff? So yes, apparently you do. And for example, if you become an expert with the restoration staff, you can use the ability Grand Healing. If you picked your greatsword, you would not be able to use that ability. So I think that's really neat that you can use any weapon for whatever you want. If you're a healer, you can use a greatsword, or if you're a warrior, you can use your stuff. That's giving a bit more freedom to the players. Anyway, that's all of the questions, so thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already and you want to see more Elder Scrolls Online content, and I will see you guys next time.